All right, we've got one man taking on an entire hero team who's coming out on top. And I do have to start this by saying this will be a little bit different because if it was a 1v1, that'd be different. For example, if they said that the Grand Priest versus Superman, I'd have to use Superman's strongest version, which would probably be Golden Superman or Milkman Superman, or reluctantly the Thought Machine, who I don't think is a Superman, by the way. But because it's a team battle, I have to use a whole team. And we've never seen someone like Golden Superman work in a team before, so it wouldn't count. And I'll give you another example. If they said Darkseid versus Thor, I'd want to use the strongest version of Thor that I could find, which would honestly be current Thor with all the forces: Phoenix, Enigma, Cosmic, Thor Force, Odin Force, Gaia Force. But unfortunately, because it's a team battle and we've never seen that level of strength from Thor while cooperating with the team, I won't be able to reasonably justify using that level of power. So keep that in mind. Now, anyways, first we got the Grand Priest versus the entire Justice League, and first of all, we've never really seen any feats whatsoever from the Grand Priest. In fact, we haven't even seen any feats from any other angel or any relevant feats, so I have no idea how I'm supposed to scale this guy. I can only assume that the Grand Priest is supposed to be high Universal Plus because he's stronger than everyone else who's Universal Plus, so honestly, no clue how to scale him. So I'm gonna low-key give it to Justice League just because Justice League have fought Universal Plus characters before individually, but they've never really fought someone like that together. Yeah, they did fight Darkseid, who is really powerful, but that version of Darkseid was like a weaker version who wasn't true form. So I'm honestly gonna give it to the Justice League, but I really do think that it would be a hard fight for them. Next, we got Darkseid taking on the Avengers, and again, it's the exact same boat as before. We've never seen them as a team at their strongest like that, so it'd be hard to say who would win. But honestly, I do think Darkseid would take care of them. Darkseid is extremely hard to beat with the Omega Beams, which basically one-shots anyone. And this does look like an extremely powerful version, so I'm gonna give it to Darkseid just because I'm not sure that Thor, who's pretty much a heavy carry on this list. I do see Scarlet Witch as well, but between Thor and Scarlet Witch, and maybe the Hulk, I'm not sure they'll be able to take Darkseid in the form shown. It would be a pretty good battle, but we've seen Avengers lose to stronger threats before, so I don't see give it to Darkseid, but it's for sure debatable, like all comic battles, really. Next, we've got Yuha taking on the X-Men, and I do think Yuha would clap the X-Men. Yuha is extremely hard to fight, and I did do a little bit more research into Yuha's power set because I didn't know much about him, and after doing some research, he is extremely broken as expected, so I do think he'd win. And just to say, one of Yuha's abilities is that any ability he's ever seen, he can negate the effect of that ability, or just rewrite reality into an alternate timeline so the ability never went off. So I do think that'd pack up the X-Men, but let me know if you agree or not in the comments below.